Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, episode 44. We are here on the almost last day of November. I think it is the last day of November.
It's the last day, yep.
So we met Bert Kreischer. So that's the lead story, kind of. So we're going to get into that. People are asking, what exactly happened? How did we get a shout out from the machine? Bert Kreischer. Thanks for hooking us up with some tickets. We'll talk about that in a bit. We're also going to go ahead and get into the NFL. Jared Goff, he's been absolutely Goffle. Denver has no quarterback. Hill and Mahomes, the connection is crazy. King Henry is running wild. And Will Fuller popped for PEDs. We're going to go ahead and go over some soccer news. Chivas del Guadalajara. Las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara le ganan al América.
A huevo.
Golazos. Amazing. We're going to go ahead and look into what lies ahead for Guadalajara as they go into Chivas. We're going to have a guest with Victor, one of the locals. We're also going to talk a little bit of locals, Premier League, Champions League, and everything soccer related. Nate Robinson also got knocked the fuck out. Did you see that?
I did.
Did you actually see it?
I saw like that whole round online.
No. Okay, so you saw it, pen passing. No, you didn't. I sat down and watched it.
I
didn't buy it. But.
No, I was watching Chivas game.
Look, man, Jake Paul knows what he's doing. You can't pretend. I don't know why we're talking about this. When we met, we had a interesting Thanksgiving weekend. So there's people. We'll just get to it.
He said we met. He met.
Sorry.
Yeah, yes, I wasn't there. So tell us about that. Tell us about that. I know it all had to do with our interview with Dave.
Okay, thank you, Dave.
If you guys check that out, shout out to Dave.
Dave Williamson at Dave W Comedy. So
you guys know Tony. Tony knows how to crawl his way into places.
Definitely.
So tell us.
So pretty much, we had a great interview with Dave and everything. You hit it off, and they were gonna have a show here in San Marcos to close off the. Hot Night Summer Tour with Bert Kreischer that they've been doing all around the country. They've been driving around to drive-ins and doing shows there safely, COVID-friendly, and whatnot. So it was a pleasure to talk to Dave. We talked a lot of Miami Dolphins, some Heat, and after that, I hit him up on that Friday. They were going to be in San Marcos, and I said, hey, I know Dave loves some barbecue, so this is how special this. I don't know. You haven't even had it. No. You haven't even had the majestic smoked tuna that I procured. So I know Dave likes smoked products. He has a smoker, and we went into a little bit. So I'm like, hey, there's a smoked tuna. I know Mike have it, guys, and if I know who I think they are, this is just gonna be world changing, as it is for you one day. I'll make sure I get some for you. Probably next episode I'll have some here. But anyway, it's really good smoked tuna from Point Loma Seafoods. I used to work there. I used to be a sushi chef. So, have a long connection with them. Freshest thing in town. So I bought them a pound. This is $29.99 a pound, and it's delicious. It's great. So I'm like, great. Hit him up on Instagram. Say, hey, are you gonna go ahead and be here so I can drop off some smoked fish? And then he's like, do you want to come to the show? I'm like, that's not what I'm asking. I don't want to make it seem like, hey,
hook it up with tickets.
Tit for tat, this for that.
Come on, hook it up with some tickets, bro.
No, and you saw on the DMs. I'm just like, hey, I got some of this, and
he brought it up.
He brought it up. He was gracious enough, and I told you that day, hey, I'm hanging out with somebody. I already had plans.
So, he don't want to take me, guys. He never
look. You had important business in this story. There was important business that you had to take care of on your end. You won a poker tournament. You came
not
out
tournament, but I came out winning some money, and
came into the green. So
poker winnings go towards Two Balls and a Mic.
Yeah, 100%. So we're both doing our projects separately. Yeah. Anyway, so I have a tree of limes, limones in my back. So I grabbed like 2 pounds, 3 pounds of them, washed them, put them in the thing, drove all the way up to San Marcos. He asked me, hey, what's your email? I put Tony beep. And he's like, oh, is this it? And I always get paranoid because I'm like, oh, he's asking me for my real name. Oh, my name is Jose Antonio Sanchez. Hello. Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic. It's like I'm talking like you. You don't talk like that. So it was like, my name is Jose Sanchez, just in case they show an ID and whatnot. So we get Compton.
I'm Mexican as fuck. The name.
Hello, my name is Tony Cervantes.
I have some people. I know some people that live up in San Marcos. Man, it's a lot of no Mexicans.
Yeah, you can definitely tell from the one taco shop in the vicinity. They have a lot of Ralph's type stores, and anyway. So we're at the show, and so I'm kind of texting him and just DMing with Dave saying, "Hey, we have it here. Whenever you're free, good."
I'm seeing all these messages as live as they go too while I'm in my poker.
We both have access to it.
I'm playing poker.
And so we're sitting in the show. It's a drive-in setting. We're in the cars. We're listening to the radio. I'm DMing this guy. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?" He's 7 IPAs in. He's having a blast. He does his set. And he's like, "Hey, I'll meet you. Let me know where you're at. After, I'll go and see you during Bert's set." Cool. So then he comes over, stumbling. He find each other, and like, "Here you go." So, being the marketing person I am, like, "Hey, how's it going, Dave?" First time ever seeing him in person. Dapped up, masked up. Here you go. Here's some stickers, 2 balls of Mike stickers. Where they are, I don't know. And here's your bag of fish. Cool. Let me know how it is. I thought that was going to be the end of it. Turns out, nope. Here comes DM, and he's like, "Oh my God, this shit is fucking amazing." And I tell you, like, it's life-changing. Smoked tuna is life-changing. If you've never had smoked tuna jerky, it is fantastic. So I was like, okay, great. I'm happy. Maybe one day we can, we have that network connection. We're working on some things on the side. He's helping us out. We're looking to do this segment. We talk with comedians, interview them, because comedians are people too. So I hear, and they have thoughts about sports.
Huge sports
yeah,
fans.
100%. So we actually have, ¿cómo se llama? Jono, ¿cómo se llama? Jono Sele. Coming up this week.
He's a huge Chargers fan, right?
Used to be a huge Chargers fan. He's a comedian here from San Diego. We're going to hear from him. We're going to bond a little bit. But anyway, so I thought that was the end of it. And show ends. Great. He says fish is fantastic. I'm like, "Oh, sounds good, dude. Let me know if Bert has some and what he thinks." That's it. Thought that was going to be the end of it. Fast forward, an hour later after the show, I'm in my house and I look at Instagram, and I'm really fucking up here. At this point, what are you doing?
What time is it? Like at that time?
At that time, it is, I don't fucking know. Son las pinches días, güey.
Yeah, I'm like barely getting home because we started playing poker at 6.
Uh-huh.
I ended up leaving around 10-ish, 10:30.
Is this it? I'm trying to make sure. Yep, here it is. So this is why people were like, "Who the fuck is Jose?" Like, because that's my real name, and so I was on a thing. So then this came up on our Instagram feed.
Jose, we are eating your smoked tuna, and it is phenomenal.
Fire, bro. Thank you.
Fucking amazing.
Great.
Give him a follow here. 2 Balls on a Mic podcast. Am I right?
Yeah.
Jose.
So
yes,
that was a shout out on his stories of 1.5 million followers on his Instagram at Bert Kreischer, the machine.
We've been struggling on Instagram with like around 390 something followers to almost 400.
Yeah, man.
Overnight we had like 60, 70 followers, which was amazing. So thank you all of you
who are still here, want to hear the story specifically. Exactly. Thank you. But I don't know if you know this, but overnight, like people. Okay, so overnight, Dave was like, they finished it because they're drunk as hell, and it's the perfect drunk snack. They hit me up in caps. We want more. I was like, hey, I got you. Next day, I'm here in IB. Drove to Point Loma, then drove up to Encinitas. Knocked on the door. They were all napping. I was like, hey, all right, here you go. Here's the more. I got them more lemons.
The delivery.
But no, like some of the DMs, like one guy DM'd me. He's like, hey, like, I don't know if you saw, he asked me for the recipe. He asked for the recipe. I'm like, well, it's a proprietary blend. It's a Feld family recipe. Don't want to, give secrets that'll make my great grandfather, upset at me. And
did not say that.
I did. And
shit.
Then I send the link to Point Loma Seafood and what they do with their fish. So shout out to them.
That's good. Come on, I haven't tried this yet. I've known you for quite a while already.
Yeah, no, true. I don't know why. It has yet to happen.
What a dick.
But that's pretty much what ended up happening there. It was a really cool experience. Hey, hopefully one day. Oh, and Bert followed us.
Oh.
Bert followed us on Instagram. And yeah. So maybe
one of many check marks that follows us.
One of many check marks at it. Well, one day we'll join the check mark club.
Some of you might even think, oh, it's just Bert. Okay. Yeah, man. You know what? Here at Two Balls on the Mic, we're fans of comedy. Tony's a huge fan of comedy. So this is a huge deal for us, man. Honestly. And simple fact that he started following us means a lot, honestly. We're going to send him a free hat.
Oh, 100%.
Which 100%. We're going to get some hats soon. So stay tuned.
Absolutely. So what we want to get into a little bit because, before we also obviously get into the elephant in the room in the soccer world,
we're gonna switch it up. Talk football first.
Hi, new people.
So new people watching, want to entertain them with some football.
100%. So we had a bunch of craziness happen over this weekend, NFL wise. Some games that should have happened that didn't.
2 Thanksgiving games instead of 3, and one of them was quite surprising.
Yeah, so
we called the Texans right. We knew they were going to destroy the Lions.
It's crazy. Both winning teams on Thursday scored 41 points, putting up 41 points. Like you were saying, the Texans, we did call the Texans on that one.
The other one, though, the no-name football team.
The football team, Washington, 41-16 over the Dallas Cowboys.
Que paliza, dude.
Alex Smith on one bionic leg. Is that even allowed? Like,
I don't know, man.
Like crazy things happen in football. Not even necessarily crazy, but there was the
it's not
first female in the Big Power 5 kicker. Like,
dude, there were some fucked up comments on that post.
Yeah, dude, of course,
it's crazy, fucking trolls. What's crazy is, dude, Alex Smith didn't even have that big of a game. It was more Gibson in their running game.
Antonio Gibson is
Peyton
a
Barber
monster.
Adding some yards in there, and dude, they just tore up the Cowboys defense.
Yeah, the Cowboys.
I think the special teams had a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, they did. The Cowboys are just struggling. I mean, Andy Dalton is stopgap for now. There's nothing that Ezekiel Elliott is doing. I'm upset about that. But definitely a good outing from Alex Smith. I think it's his first win as a starter since he left. Since before he had a bionic leg.
Yeah, man. Good for him.
But then you had the Chargers and the Bills. Obviously, everybody knew the Bills were supposed to steamroll, win this easily.
I thought the Chargers would put up a little bit more of a fight, but the Bills are the Bills.
Anthony Lynn, Coach Anthony Lynn, on the hot seat. Justin Herbert.
Rumor is Belichick maybe thinking of making a move to LA.
No, I would hate that. Would
think about it. Think about it. The team that LA has, Chargers, they have a solid team. They're just lacking that coaching staff.
I mean, I guess that would be so weird. What would
Justin Herbert, Belichick?
What would the Patriots do?
I would assume it'd be the end of a complete dominant era, which it already is. But
yeah, no, it's already the end of an era. But that's just weird to think about.
Yeah.
But definitely the Bills showing who the Bills are. Josh Allen just big daddy dicking everybody. Singletary 82 yards. It's just a good solid team up in the AFC North there, 8-3. Chargers moved and down and they stay 3-8. Justin Herbert, the way he's playing, should not be 3-8. Yeah. The Titans 45-26.
The AFC Chargers. South first place race. And boy, were we wrong.
Yeah, no, we were absolutely. I think everybody was absolutely wrong because they gave the Indianapolis Colts a little bit of a closer shot.
3 rushing touchdowns in the first half for
Derrick Henry is just too much. Too much at this point for anybody. This is the point in the year where last year Tennessee was like, hey, maybe Tennessee is good. And everyone was like second to guessing him. Derrick Henry's leading the league in rushing. They have a good, solid offense. Tannehill's a great quarterback for what they need him to be.
Decent receivers.
A.J. Brown getting himself a touchdown on an onside kick.
Along with Corey Davis.
Yep.
Catching dimes, too. It's crazy.
And look, if Phillip Rivers and the Colts, not a bad outing, not the best outing, but Phillip Rivers does have a good team behind him.
Yeah.
It's still the first place, still up there, but I don't see the Titans slipping up right now. Titans are 8-3, Colts are 7-4. It's a tight race over in the AFC South. It's a good matchup, man. Wow.
Yeah, definitely. And then we had a super close game, Vikings versus Panthers.
Vikings versus Panthers. I tell everybody, if you want to watch good, fun football, watch Carolina Panthers. Watch the Panthers play. Teddy Bridgewater just puts his heart and soul out there for every single down. No Christian McCaffrey still getting recovered from that injury after he came back from a long-ass injury. Kirk Cousins throwing for 307 yards, 3 touchdowns. Obviously not a primetime game. Otherwise, he would have been Kirk Cousins of old. Picked 5
no Adam Thielen in this
interceptions. Game. Yeah.
So which was a huge chance for Jefferson to ball out, which he did. 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. And
could put up a fight for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Maybe. I mean, when you have like Herbert.
Yeah, exactly. Normally goes to the QBs, but
yeah, I could definitely see that. And then we also had, so that was close, in 28-27. The Panthers lose in that effort. Boring ass game. Browns, Jaguars. It just looks boring on paper. Wasn't that boring. 27-25. Baker Mayfield is just cruising along. He's just enjoying the ride.
It's just that running game, man. Nick Chubb with Kareem Hunt in the backfield. It's just a nasty duo, man. Over 200 yards together, 1 touchdown. Kareem Hunt, I think, also had a receiving touchdown. Jarvis Landry stepping up now that OBJ is out, and he's putting up numbers.
Yeah, no, and they have a really good defense. Maybe you shouldn't have struggled so closely with the Jaguars. Say Jaguars?
Jaguares.
You say Jaguars? Jaguars, I forget.
Jaguars.
Okay, good. You put a W in there. Giants and the Bengals.
Jaguars.
Do you know that the Giants are on a 3-game winning streak?
You know they're in first place in their division?
Hey. Relax.
4-7 and they're in first place in their division.
We still don't know what the outcome of the Seattle Seahawks and my birds, the Eagles, on Monday Night Football.
Your birds are done.
The game isn't over, all right? It's still still a minute and 15 left in the fourth quarter. The Seahawks are barely winning by 11, and the Seahawks have the ball, all right? It's still possible.
12 now. 14?
Wow, they just scored. Anyway, we'll skip that. But the Giants edging out the Bengals. The Bengals.
Big news there. Daniel Jones got hurt though.
Yeah,
which was a huge loss for the Giants. I don't know how bad the injury was, but it was a hamstring. Hamstring?
Hamstring.
A hammy.
Hammy. Wait, how do you know it's hammy but harmstring?
Hey man, I know my injuries. Leg injuries from soccer.
You also know your ham. That was good.
Yeah, I do.
But yeah, so the Giants are in a 3-game winning streak. They are, like you said, in first place in the NFC East.
Speaking of Belichick.
Yes.
You were going to say something and I interrupted.
I'm okay because I don't want to talk about the Giants and their winning ways anymore.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick. Yeah, you're saying?
Coming in through for anyone that roots for the Rams or the Seahawks or the 49ers. Cardinals lost 20-17. Those are back-to-back L's for the Cardinals. Down to 6-5, and the Patriots go up to 5-6. Canton still didn't have that good of a game. Kyler Murray is doing Kyler Murray things. Again, that running game from Kenyon Drake is just unstoppable, and along with Kyler Murray just adding yards to his running as well.
Yeah, 100%. The Cardinals are the most penalized team, so I mean that's that inexperience, the youngness of it versus the experience of a Belichick coach team, showing they had 6 penalties in that game. Dave Williams, the boy, the man, the myth, the legend, who is a fan of the Dolphins. His Dolphins is marine mammal friends
against the Jets.
20-3.
Will the Jets ever win one this season?
Ever? As long as Gase is employed for the New York Jets, it is not going to happen where the Jets have a win in the W column. They're 0-11. I mean, I don't know who is going to lose to the Jets. Let's look at the schedule. The Jets play the
Raiders.
Seahawks,
the Raiders, the maybe Rams. They might beat the Raiders. The Raiders tend to suck against shitty teams.
I guess.
Which we'll get to right now.
I can see the Jets beating the Rams.
Oh, shit.
That would be hilarious. Anyway.
Speaking of the Las Vegas Raiders, completely got destroyed by the Falcons.
What the fuck happened?
This is the Raiders team that beat the Saints. Beat the Chiefs.
Almost beat the Chiefs again.
Almost put up a fight against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. And they got destroyed by the Falcons.
The Falcons just ran away with it. I mean, this is I think Julio Jones-less Falcons, a Todd Gurley-less Falcons team.
Yeah, Jacobs ran for 27 yards.
Sad.
I know the Falcons special teams came in clutch big time in this game.
Mm-hmm.
But still, man, not the result you want to see when you're a Raiders fan.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, especially when you're talking so much shit about, you being top of the division and we're going to beat the Chiefs and we're the blah, 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 blah. You can't be that team and then just shit the bed like that. 43-6. 43-6.
Crazy, man.
Speaking of field goals only, Broncos scored a field goal for 3 points in their 31-3 effort.
To be fair, they had no NFL quarterback in this game.
That's what you get. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. All right? They didn't want to follow COVID protocols. They didn't want to do what they were supposed to do. And look, you can say
this guy threw for 13 yards, 9 attempts, 1 completion, 2 interceptions. Holy shit, man.
Kendall Hinton went 1 for 9, 13 yards, 2 interceptions, and got a standing ovation in the locker room because, I mean, look, he has 13 more yards than we will ever have passing in the NFL.
He got the same amount of points as Tom Brady and the Buccaneers against the Saints this season.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is insane.
So, shout out to him.
It's the greatest of all time, Kendall Hinton. Just retire the Jersey Broncos. Taysom Hill still, being what exactly the Saints need him to be. And
I think Winston would have had a way better game.
Who? Oh, Winston?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, 31-3. Pobrecitos Broncos. What more do you want?
It was all running game though.
Speaking of ugly losses, the injury-prone 49ers,
who got some players back, by the way.
Some players back.
They got Deebo Samuel's back. They had Mostert back.
What happened to Goff?
So, okay, this is what I've been saying, the same thing. Goff is complete garbage when he's under pressure.
Basura.
Somehow the 49ers have the read on... They read McVay like a book. And that's what happened with the Dolphins too. They read Brian Flores read McVay like a book, and when McVay gets out coached, that's when you don't see Goff confident, and he just throws stupid passes like he did on this game. And again, we've seen Goff play at a top level, and that's when he's confident. That's when McVay's confident, and when McVay's getting read like a book and getting out coached, that's not going to be the case. Surprised they managed to make it out close because they did get a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Yep.
And they gained a little bit of momentum in the third quarter, but they couldn't do it in the final drive. They ended up winning the ball, and then the 49ers just got the winning field goal.
Should the Rams move on from Goff?
Wow.
I mean, it's time. Bring back Bortles, I say.
Wow.
23-20, the 49ers.
I don't think they're there
who
yet.
Can play in who actually got extended an invitation from the mayor of San Diego to play in San Diego when the San Diego Qualcomm Stadium SDCCU is being torn apart. There's actually auctions. I want to buy something for right here from Qualcomm Stadium.
Is it a
That'd
seat?
be great. A seat. Wait, let me fucking put a seat on the wall, bro. Chiefs, Buccaneers. The Chiefs went easy. They went easy. They were winning. They were just destroying. They were like 17th, like 14-0 in the first quarter. Tyreek Hill. I traded Tyreek Hill to you in
No. I traded Tyreek Hill to you for Josh Allen.
Yes.
You traded Tyreek Hill away.
Not my best moment. It is not. Fantasy football was a mistake this year, or we got our ass handed to in our league.
You got Zeke in
Congratulations to CSI Aaron Hernandez for wiping our asses over a mop. Like it was terrible. Shout out Fitzmagic.
If you had Tyreek Hill, you probably won in fantasy, unless you played me.
There was somebody who had Tyreek Hill and Derrick Henry in their lineup in one of the leagues, and it was
in our league.
Was it?
It was Tyreek Hill against us.
Oh, we'll see. And just destruction.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? Tampa Brady. They have Antonio Brown. They have Gronk. They have the best team, receiving core, Ronald Jones, Fournette, the dream team. Que no sé qué. Here they sit at 7-5, second in the division. I
wonder how toxic that locker room is.
I don't know, man. Like they're not getting the results that they intend to. But you know what? They still have a clear path deep into the playoffs, but they have to get through Aaron Rodgers. Discount double check 41-25. The Chicago Bears lose coming out of a bye. The Bears. This is what we thought.
5 losses in a row, right, for the Bears?
Yeah, 5 losses in a row. This is who we thought they are. Who we thought they were. Never seen that?
No.
You've never seen that, like
Sounds
sports.
familiar.
They are who we thought they were. We let them off the hook.
Sounds very familiar.
Jeez. Mitch Trubisky is somehow still playing quarterback. I bet they would love a Mitch Trubisky in Denver. David Montgomery.
Probably.
And that offense just not getting it done. But Aaron Rodgers doing Aaron Rodgers things. 211 yards, 4 touchdowns. Aaron Jones, I miss him scoring touchdowns. He does get 90 yards on the ground. Devontae Adams with a touchdown. Tunyon with a touchdown in there, spreading the ball around. Alan Lazard, who got popped. He didn't do much. Defense. I just love saying this name, Equanimous St. Brown. Nombre más culero.
The Packers defense is lacking though, man. For the Bears to score 25 on you. Again, they lost against Phillip Rivers last week. This was payback for Aaron Rodgers. You saw him throw for 4 touchdowns.
And Carson Wentz makes the score a little bit nicer to look at with 23-17 loss against the Seahawks. Russell Wilson moves up to 8-3, and the Birds 37-1.
Again, I don't think the Seahawks are all that. They have a pretty easy schedule. Man, do you like how the NFL is giving the Ravens some favoritism?
No, that's fucked up.
It is against the Steelers. Out of all teams who are undefeated, you're treating them like that. Yeah, it's completely fucked up.
Yeah, no, it's really just like you didn't. I mean, I get it. You're making an example out of the Broncos because they broke protocol. They didn't do what they were supposed to be doing. But man, like you're moving heaven and earth for the Ravens and Steelers. Like if it's just not going to happen, it's just not going to happen. I understand it's an outbreak, guys. Like it's 19 plus players. Like it's not like it's 1 or 2.
I saw something hilarious. It said the NFL not letting the Ravens play without a quarterback is not fair. They've been letting the Eagles play without a quarterback all season.
Fuck right off. He has one bad season. One bad season. He didn't have a receiver with plus 500 yards last year, and he took the Eagles into the division.
Relax, don't take it up there. Come on, it's a joke.
But next week, let's do a pick 'em. Fuck it. I mean, do we include the Ravens and Steelers? It was last week. I think we both said that the Steelers would win, but
I
that's
said Steelers
Wednesday. Now. Sure. But let's go into next week, Falcons. Which is what week is it?
Week 13.
Damn, that's crazy. Week 13. First, we thought it'd never get out of off the ground. We have the Saints and the Falcons on Sunday night, on Sunday morning, because there is no Thursday night game. What do you think?
I'm going Saints.
You're going Saints after that impressive win against the Raiders the Falcons put up?
Yeah, no, I think the Raiders just fucked that one up, and I think the Saints will handle this one for sure.
I believe so too. The Saints should be taking that one. The Browns versus the Titans. I think we both know the answer to that one. Titans. Remember the Titans. Lions, Bears. Terrible game. Matt Patricia just got fired.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Lions just because I want to see the Bears go.
Matthew Stafford.
6 in a row.
You know who gave a shout out to Matthew Stafford? And I forwarded it to you. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he wants the respect.
He wants the respect. The things that Matthew Stafford does is just unspoken, and there's so much attention to all these other young bucks. Matthew Stafford, I think, has like the most come from behind like victory drives in the fourth quarter or some shit like that.
I believe that. I believe that.
Bengals, Dolphins. No, this would have been great with Joe Burrow, man. Tua versus Burrow, but I think the Dolphins are going to take that one.
Will Tua start? He did have that thumb injury. That's why Fitzmagic started last game.
Even with Fitzmagic, that's why you have Fitzmagic back there. Throw him out a couple games.
You're going Dolphins, though, right?
I'm
going Dolphins, too,
one. Yeah. Jaguars versus the Vikings.
The Jaguars.
Yeah. The Vikings are going to take that one. I think.
I agree with you. I think the Vikings are extending what? They're gonna get a win. What am I saying?
All right. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Colts, Texans, Phillip Rivers, Watson. No more Will Fuller for the Texans. A loss for the Indianapolis Colts. Who do you think is taking this one?
It's crazy how Fuller always gets hurt.
I mean, he's not hurt. He got popped for PEDs.
Damn. It's always something with him. If it's not an injury, it's not, bro. I'm taking the Colts.
Yes, Colts should win that one. Raiders, Jets, 3-2-1. Raiders.
Jets.
Are you really taking the Jets?
I'm gonna take the Jets.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm gonna take the Jets.
I hope you're right.
I think the Jets
I actually
take
hope
a
you're
win.
Right. The Giants versus the Seahawks. Will Daniel Jones make a recovery?
If he plays, that could be
Will
interesting.
they extend it? Is it a trap game for the Seahawks? They're not all that, according to you. Are you going to take the Giants on this one?
No, I'm taking the Seahawks.
I think the Giants on that one. If Daniel Jones plays,
that's a good pick. It's not a bad pick.
Yeah. Rams, Cardinals.
I'm going Rams. I'm going Rams. Yeah, Goff is gonna bounce back. I don't think the Cardinals have that read on McVay, just like how the 49ers do. So I'm gonna go with the Rams.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals on that one. I think they're gonna have a bounce back week, and the Rams, they have their weaknesses, and when they're exploited, they get exploited hard. We're gonna go over with the Patriots and the Chargers.
Belichick playing against his future team. Possibly.
Just leave them there, guys. Like fire Lynn, hire
I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots on this one just because Coach Lynn is an absolute moron.
Yeah.
More than anything I would ever know about football. All my respects to him. But you ran a running play at the goal line with no timeouts that you needed to, and time ran out.
Yeah.
Like, I know that. Obviously not the much
I think
more pressure.
Eckler is gonna have a huge game in this one.
I could see that too. But Patriots, I think, should be taking that one. You take Chargers, Eagles, Packers. Go fly, Eagles, fly. I will take my Philadelphia Eagles against Aaron Rodgers and his gang posse.
I'm taking Aaron Rodgers, guys. I'm making the smart choice in this one. Probably gonna throw for 7 touchdown passes.
We'll take the smart choice on this one. Let's go Jets. We have the Broncos and the Chiefs. Oh, that's gonna get ugly. Chiefs.
Are the Broncos gonna have a quarterback?
I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, I know some people are.
Will Tyreek Hill score 3 touchdowns in the first quarter this time?
Wait, watch. If that's gonna happen, he's gonna score 4 touchdowns in the first quarter, and they're gonna be like, all right, at the second half, you're gonna play for the Broncos as quarterback, Tyreek. You know how they do it like with the little kids.
Damn.
Chiefs are going to take that one. The Washington football team versus the Steelers, which is now moved into Monday night. We have 2 Monday night games because the Steelers, God knows when the fuck they're going to play the Ravens. The Steelers?
Steelers.
They should. I hope there's not like a massacre against the Ravens and everybody gets injured and Big Ben can't play.
It could be the hiccup game for the Steelers, especially since their schedule's getting moved, everything's getting fucked with. So I wouldn't be surprised if they end up losing one of these games just because their schedule's just getting completely fucked with by the NFL.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then we have another Monday night game, Bills 49ers. The Bills should be taking that one, I think, comfortably.
Then we have a Tuesday game.
And then we do have a Tuesday game. We have the Cowboys and the Ravens. Again, the Ravens preference. The Ravens should be taking that one.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys in that one
with ease. So yeah, that was some good football talk. Our league, we lost against like I said, CSI Hernandez. Shout out to everybody in that league. It doesn't look good for us winning it. We might actually have to pay up and buy a jersey.
Oh, anything can happen in playoffs.
Anything, like you said, you're right, can happen in playoffs. So, we're going to have ourselves a guest in a couple of minutes. Victor, we're going to talk some Chivas and León coming up, some liguilla semifinales of La Liga Guardianes?
Yeah.
Okay. La Liga Guardianes, but before that...
it's called Liga MX Guardianes.
Liga MX Guardianes, yeah.
Guardianes is just for like the theme, I guess, of the season.
The theme of the season. But obviously, if we can't start soccer without talking about, of course, Diego Armando Maradona. I mean,
Rest in peace, man.
Look, man, that's like one of two of like, it's like the Jordan, like it's like Jordan dying. I'm sorry, like
yeah, it really is.
It's one of those things where it's like I woke you up,
dude. I couldn't believe it.
I woke you up,
pissed. I was like, dude, what, dude? Maradona died. I was like, what? My brother woke up too when you said it. He was dead asleep. He's like, what? That's crazy, man. I got chills when you told me, looked it up. Oh, man, I couldn't believe it, man.
I mean, it's one of those things where I'm fascinated with like all these things. I'm gonna remember where I was the rest of my life. You're like this is outside his funeral. He was laid to rest in the presidential estate. This is the equivalent. Look, I don't want to put bad juju out there. Let's say Michael Jordan does pass, and he gets put in the White House or in Congress as a funeral.
The thing about Argentinian soccer, man, what makes it so great is its fans. Like players like Maradona gave these fans the chance to have this passion. Mm-hmm. If you see their stadium, their supporter groups. In any other league in the world, they're supporter groups.
Yeah, los hinchas. Es que son los hinchas.
Las hinchas in Argentina. It's the whole goddamn stadium, bro.
Yeah, dude, bro.
The whole stadium knows the songs. They're all jumping up and down. And it's the most beautiful thing you'll ever hear in the world, man. You think it sounds beautiful when the European fans are singing? Nah. This shit is 100 times better, in my opinion.
And again, it's for a person like, look, it's a player that was before our generation. To be completely honest, I wasn't able to see him play in his prime or even play.
You didn't, let alone me.
Yeah, no, exactly. So all we have is the memory of replays and whatnot. And it's one of those people that everybody in the world knows. Everybody on this earth knows. I was with people and like they mentioned like, oh, mira Master Maradona. I was like, wait, you know who he is? Like, yeah, of course. Like, that they grew up in the 70s and went into, obviously Maradona played in the prime in the 80s, but they were alongside him. Like, it's like how I see Messi, how I see Ronaldo. Like, yeah, they're a little older, but like I saw them grow in that progression. Mm-hmm. Maradona for so many people was that person. Yeah. The world just stopped in soccer for a second because obviously he's such a big figure, and what you hear people say is like
Dios,
like exactly like Dios with the ball. Obviously, like there was Diego, and that's what people say. There's two people. There's Diego, and that's the person. That's the person, the individual. He's a great guy, whatnot, a flawed guy, personally. But then there's Maradona, like the exhilarating, and then people flip it like, oh, Diego's the genius, the soccer genius, and Maradona's the evil naughty boy. There's just this one person that encompassed all of it. And nothing was more apparent than in the 1986 World Cup. I'm actually going to download it here, so we're going to react to it in the middle of the episode for once. So you guys are going to hear, obviously, just the commentary of the 1986 World Cup. Please bear with us, audio listeners.
Ahí lo tiene Maradona, lo marcan dos, pisa la pelota Maradona, arranca por la derecha el genio del fútbol mundial, y es el tercero a tocar para Borruchaga, siempre Maradona, genio,
Listen to this commentator. To this day, when he passed away, this is how everybody in Argentina felt and feels like.
Interesting.
And
I did not know that.
So this was around this time. There was tension. So it all goes back to soccer for some reason. Always does. In the Azteca Stadium, just crazy in Mexico that all happened. The first goal, obviously, La Mano de Dios, that everybody just is very familiar with. That's who he was. Mm-hmm. Like the ultimate competitor. He's gonna win however he wants. He admitted it. That he cheated. But I mean, it's one of the greatest of all time. Which I mean, like I don't know. Like
I mean, this dude is so great. He played in so many teams. He even coached in the World Cup for Argentina. Not the best coach.
Not the best coach.
He went to Dorados.
That's crazy. People when this happens, people they look back and obviously remember Maradona in a Argentina jersey and a Napoli jersey. Why was he even in Napoli? Was after he got kicked out of Barcelona for beating the shit out of somebody and La Riña and the knees to the face of somebody. But it was crazy, and we're gonna go ahead and close out the segment on Argentina. We're just gonna give our best top 11 for Argentina.
Yeah.
So I think we both agreed.
Kind of a top 11.
Yeah. If you guys have yours, go ahead and send us what your top 11 Argentinos are. We're running a 3-4-3
type thing. Yeah.
3-4-3.
We're letting Maradona do whatever he wants.
Maradona doing what he wants. We have Pato Balancieri in goal. We have our defense with Ayala. We have Mascherano
and
Zanetti, who can play everywhere.
Yep.
Midfield, we have Sebastián Verón, amazing player, midfielder.
Cambiaso.
Esteban Cambiaso. Then at Cam, we have
Maradona with a free roll to do whatever he wants.
Yep. And on the left, we have Kun Agüero. I'm pretty sure he's played left back or left wing at some point, because up front, to the right, obviously you have Messi. You don't need a defense when you have a team like this. And up top, you wanted Crespo, but I said Gabigol, Batistuta.
Yeah, Gabigol was a better choice.
But yeah, that's our little 11. If you guys have your Argentina 11, please let us know. And with that said, we do want to go ahead and move into a little bit north, into North America, Mexico, North America.
We got Victor on. What's up, Victor?
We got Victor. How are you doing, man? Victor?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, man. All right.
So we have Victor Lopez, who has joined us for a lot of the loyal matches and watch longs.
Huge loyal fan.
Huge
Leon fan.
Leon, man. Like that's that's one of the conversations that we had brewing up in our loyal watch longs. But as fate would have it, a Super Chivas, El Rebaño Sagrado, got it done against.
Look it up. He's ready.
Oh, he is ready.
All right. So those of you who don't know, the quarterfinals happened over the weekend. León was down 2-1 against Puebla in the first leg, and they had the second leg. They had to win. Victor, run us through that feeling of being down in the first leg and then just having to manage a comeback in the second game.
Jeez, I gotta tell you guys, I was nervous. I really was hoping that we were gonna start like Puebla did over in their home and just get it all right away. I gotta think a few years back, I was lucky enough to go to the León Tigres final, where León just broke every sort of records. They were the best club in the season and the Liga MX, and then it didn't do anything in the end because Tigres scored one goal, and then we couldn't do anything at home. And I felt like I saw that happening all over again. And I was like, no, please, not again. I feel like with all respect to Tigres, and I feel like we need to end the season with the star in our shirt.
Yeah, man. You guys managed to get the 2-0 win over Puebla, putting you guys in semifinals where you belong. Now, who were you more afraid of playing? Chivas, or maybe even facing a team like Cruz Azul, which could have happened, or even America would have been it, huh?
America would have been in, yeah. For me, I was very happy to have Chivas in the next round, because Chivas, it doesn't matter if they're doing horrible in the season. This is the Liguilla. It's a different tournament, and they always have something to prove. Chivas is always, it's Mexico. They always want to prove. They always want to prove that they're the best. And I think for Chivas, it's a great opportunity to prove that they can beat the team that kind of held on to the number one spot throughout the season. And Leon's been doing really good the last couple of seasons. And if they do that, they're going to go into the final with just everything they need. For Leon, on the other hand, it would be amazing to advance, beating Chivas into the finals. And honestly, I would want it to be against Cruz Azul because I think a lot of people think of that 1997 final where in Leon, that's the last time Cruz Azul was a champion of a Liga, of an actual Mexican title. It was in Leon, and I think that'd be a nice little rematch.
Ooh, so you're getting Leon Cruz Azul vibe for the final.
Yes.
Ooh,
That's only because Cruz Azul is just not going to win in the final. Like, that's why you didn't want to face them in a semifinal, because Cruz Azul are world beaters. They're unbeatable except in the final. So
I'll tell you what though, Cruz Azul against Tigres in the first leg looked incredible. This second leg, they played it knowing they were up on away goals and 2 goals, so they kind of slacked it a little bit, and they weren't as intense offensively as they should have. If you're gonna play like that, you're not gonna win a title. You gotta play attacking football the whole time, which is what Leon is doing, which is what Chivas is doing, which is what Pumas was doing so far. So to me, Cruz Azul is probably the weakest link if they're gonna have that attitude. I am predicting, of course, a Chivas Cruz Azul final because I want to beat Cruz Azul so bad in the final.
yeah, America's had their fun beating them already. So
Yeah, but it's gonna be tough beating Leon, man. You guys have Cota, you guys have such an amazing roster, and Chivas are not gonna have Angulo. We're not gonna have Macias. Maybe into the second leg, and we're probably gonna end up starting Peralta again. Which, by the way, he played great against America.
It could also be a Leon Pumas, 2 cats in the final.
It could be. Pumas, don't sleep on them, man. They got second in the league, and they've just been tearing it up. They probably have one of the best benches in the league. So their depth is incredible. And, I mean, the best thing about Pumas is their balón parado.
Yeah.
It's just, they probably scored the most headers in the season than any other team. And their set pieces is just hard to stop.
A goal's a goal wherever it comes from.
Yeah, man. They have a lot of top players that header the ball really well. But Leon are the clear favorites to win the league. So, Victor, I'm excited to play your team. The first leg is on Wednesday. And then the next one is on Saturday.
Give us a prediction.
Score prediction, Victor.
What do you think is going to happen in this first leg, at least?
I'm going to be super biased on this one.
You have to.
I'm going to say we take the 2-1 going into in Guadalajara, and I say we take that solid 3-1 in Leon.
Ooh,
all right.
Okay.
That's solid. I mean,
okay. That's a lot of
I
goals.
gotta have some confidence, right?
That's a lot of goals. Chivas defensively, I think we're one of the best in the league as well. Iram here is just killing it. Ivo Sepulveda's killing it. Ponce had what's his name, Cordova in his pocket, which then they moved the wings and still didn't do anything. Chapito's just Chapito. Gudiño, so
what are you gonna
top goalkeeper?
Are you gonna start 2 goalkeepers, 3 goalkeepers to stop Chicote goal? I mean,
he's gonna be a must start for Chivas.
He's got it down, right? He's got it down. I mean, just imagine you're playing America every game from now on.
I'll tell you this though, Cota is a lot better than Ochoa in club. Ochoa, when it comes to playing club soccer, to me he's just horrible. But when it comes to the selección, that's San Memo.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's like he plays so much better with the selección. I am predicting though for the first leg, I'm predicting a 1-1 draw.
Okay.
And then on the second leg, I think Chivas are gonna go up and take it 2-0.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll get that clean sheet over at your house.
I like that. I'm just gonna stay on the side. I support Chivas, and I don't consume that much Liga MX anymore. I have been watching La Liguilla, and it is fun. It's always fun beating America. Like, it's always fun just playing them and beating them. But Victor, tell me about the other team of your hearts, San Diego Loyal.
Yeah,
we really haven't talked about that much. There you go, San Diego Loyal hat with the new
the Leal hats.
Los Leales. Have you made it down to the new buildings?
That's where we got this.
I think you got
Some
muted. There we go.
experience. Got to walk through the offices, say hi to some of the staff, and do some shopping afterwards. And I like it. I like the setup. I like the location. I think there's some good things to come ahead, and I can't wait for it to go live for everyone. And maybe some away matches we get to watch them out there.
Yeah, hopefully that's what we're trying to do. I know Chiva hasn't made it out there yet.
No.
I've been out there. Did you have some of the keg?
I did. I think they had a delicious IPA that day. They had an IPA. They had the handle for Buena Vista, which I was like, oh, that's one of my, nice day drinking early type of beers. But it was not. As soon as I took a taste, I go, this is not Buena Vista. This is definitely an IPA.
No.
So that was a nice. It's always nice, I think San Diego Loyal has done something that's amazing for the fan interaction. They know how to do it, man. I really appreciate it. That's why I'll probably be wearing this on Wednesday, guys. For good luck, bring in Leon, and can you guys see what it is?
Oh, I can see that. Nice, old school colors. We'll talk about that. Landon,
Donovan jersey.
Señor Landon. Keep him close to the heart. He did. I'll give him props for that. He went down and played in Liga MX. Maybe past his prime, but he went down. He took it seriously. He took the experience. Have you spoken with Landon about it? Any chance?
Sorry, I lost connection there for a second. What was that?
I don't know, but have you ever interacted with Landon and kind of talked to him about his time in Leon? Like, hey, I'm a Leon fan. Now I'm a loyal fan. If not, is that something you're looking towards?
Nothing more than a few seconds. The times I got to talk to him at any of the team events. I brought up I wore my Footy McFooty shirt when he was down there. I actually went to a game.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't get any. I don't think he got any minutes. But afterwards, I was waiting where the players exit, and I lifted my jersey and I had the Footy. And I kept saying Footy McFooty. And he was signing some jerseys, and I could just see out of the corner of his eye, he kind of looked over.
Got muted there.
He walked over. Mm-hmm. Big hug. Hey, what are you doing here? It was a good little interaction. But I haven't had the opportunity to tell him, hey, man, that was me.
Well, hopefully once all of this passes, we can all see each other. Maybe at the office, maybe at the stands at Torero Stadium. But as for now, Chiva and I will be doing our prayers to San Osvaldo. Just wishing ourselves a little bit of good luck. And, I'm sorry about kicking you guys out of Liguilla this year. Maybe next year, Victor. Thank you for joining us, Victor.
I have a lot of family that are Chivas fan, and you know what? If Leon loses, I know that I'm gonna get it on my Facebook. I know that I'm gonna get it on my Instagram. I'm gonna get those messages.
Hey, man.
I'll be the first message. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll be the first message. We'll remind you and how confident you were, and just like you're probably gonna remind us if something goes terribly wrong.
Yeah.
If you guys want to make it fun, we can, or I know it's quarantine, but we can drop off a beer outside the door, a 6-pack of some beer of your preference.
Let's do it.
I mean,
let's do a 6-pack.
I mean, ¿cómo se llama? The Stone de Buena. Well, we were tricked into thinking the Buena Vesa.
All right.
There we go.
Sounds like a bet.
Send me that address, and if Leon goes down, we'll honor that bet, man.
Yeah,
Sounds
definitely.
good.
We won't need your address. Trust me. You'll just send us ours. All right. Thank you, Victor. Thank you for joining us, Victor. Man. Really appreciate it.
Always fun, man. Miss you guys. Good luck.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Good luck, man.
Then we have Mr. Victor Lopez. Awesome. See,
awesome,
this is the
awesome
thing.
guy, man.
Awesome guy. This is what we.
San Osvaldo.
This is what this has allowed us to do. This little podcast thing is wouldn't have met. Maybe we would have met Victor, but not knowing him and just interacted. It was great. It was fun.
Yeah.
¿Qué nos falta?
Oh, Champions League.
The champions. Do you want to start champions or do you want to go into the Premier League? I mean, I don't know. Like,
Oh, man. I don't know. It's only my third day out here.
what?
You don't know that meme? Gosh, bro. Tony needs to understand who all these memes are.
I mean, sure, bro. Like, you need to understand. Well, what did I do earlier? Something? I don't even know. See, I'm old at this point. But I'll honor your champion season.
Yeah, man. Manchester United killed it.
So Manchester United in Champions League, something that you guys haven't had in a while. I'm crazy that you guys even know what that's like.
Let's start off with Renes.
Yes.
Those Venados.
Reindeer in French. Rennes.
Against your Chelsea 2-1. Chelsea victory expected,
Qualified.
right? I mean,
Qualified.
barely won.
Qualified.
Yeah, qualified.
All that matters.
4 wins?
4 wins.
never tied?
No, we tied. We tied against
one?
Sevilla.
Okay.
But we clear through the group. We have Sevilla tomorrow, but I mean we're clear.
Sevilla's clear
qualified.
too.
Versus a piece of shit.
Now, it's not always beneficial going in first. It's not always, because sometimes you get stuck with like a Bayern Munich in second place somehow. God forbids. But what it does benefit you is having the home match as a second leg, I guess.
Don't you put that bad juju on me. But yeah, so I mean, Manchester United also came back. I don't think they appreciated losing against Denmaba.
Yeah, no, I mean, Bruno Fernandes has been killing it. Just getting penalties left and right for Manchester United. I love it. Gave up a goal, but it doesn't really matter once you're up 3-0 in the first half. But yeah, great to see Manchester United winning. I believe they should almost be qualified as well.
Yeah, but in that same breath, this is somebody who they should have been the first time. Still dropping points, still leading their group. PSG in second, Red Bulls Leipzig in third.
Yeah, if they beat Leipzig, they're in.
Yeah, it's over for that one. Barcelona did win 4-2 against Dynamo Kiev.
Yeah.
Barcelona of old, it looks
They're
like they're
clear
doing
as
what they're
well.
supposed
They're
to be
in.
doing.
And Juventus is pretty much in as well already.
Yep, and then Dortmund also pretty much clear through. Let's talk about what's coming up next, because I mean, this is what's most important right now, I feel, right?
Yeah.
Coming up, you have Real Madrid, who lost to Shakhtar Donetsk way back when. They were the first victims for Shakhtar, and they haven't won again.
Shakhtar, who's have been getting destroyed by Mönchengladbach.
Yeah, they've been getting destroyed.
Mönchengladbach, who leads that group with 8 points, and then Real Madrid in second with 7.
We have that one. Who do you think is going to win? I mean, Real Madrid should be winning.
I think Madrid should take it. I know Hazard got injured again, which is his 9th injury with Real Madrid.
Yeah, dude.
Which is more. He has more injuries than goals and assists.
That's
he has
crazy.
a total of 7 goals and assists combined, and 9 injuries.
That is absolutely insane.
Flop of the year.
That past 2 years, dude.
Yeah,
Bro, he was on FIFA last year. Like, he was a FIFA cover boy, and he was
Flop.
injured, so they had to
Flop,
switch him halfway through. Lokomotiv Moscow, Salzburg. Meh, who cares? 8-8 tie.
Yeah.
Mönchengladbach versus Inter Milan. That should be a good game. But I do think Inter Milan has a better squad.
Yeah, I'm surprised Inter just didn't do so good this Champions League. They're dead last, 2 points, pretty much out already, unless they manage to come back and Madrid lose. Both games. I don't see it happening though. So this game is pretty much done for Inter already if they don't win.
I hope they do win. Marseille Olympiacos 13-13 tie. I hope.
Again, 3rd place against 4th place. Marseille is completely done. 0 points, all losses in the group stage.
Why even play it? Like, you're in a pandemic, guys. Like, if they're mathematically eliminated, just don't play it. Atletico Madrid Bayern. This was a game that was won by Bayern handedly.
I will not be surprised if Bayern just plays bench and reserve players here and there. They're already secured 1st place. They're clear by 7 points already. So I would not be surprised if we see some random players, youngsters we haven't seen before.
Their youngsters are Kingsley Coman, Davies,
Leroy Sané.
Man. But yeah, I think Bayern's going to take that one still. Even that Bayern is just a monster. Liverpool, Ajax. Liverpool is not the Liverpool of old at all. So many injuries, up and down, left and right.
Looking good in Champions League though. They're in 1st place. First against 2nd. This is gonna be if Ajax wins, they take 1st place. But I think Liverpool should be able to handle this win.
And then you have Atalanta versus Midtjylland again tomorrow. Atalanta should be taking that one. Then
Atalanta should take advantage of this one to overtake Ajax in second place.
Yep, the goal difference, man.
Yep.
Porto, Man City is the last game for tomorrow. Porto and Tecatito is what you're going to pick, hopefully.
Yeah, of course. Against Man City, of course.
Sí, vato, Man City.
I'm going to take Porto.
Man City es un equipo chico.
City, I mean, killing it in this Champions League, man. 4 wins, 10 goals in favor, 1 against.
Let's move into a game. Like, I mean, again, Red Bulls, Leipzig, Istanbul.
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares? Krasnodar, Reindeers. Nobody cares. What we do care on Wednesday, Manchester United versus PSG. PSG is going to get the revenge, I think.
I don't think so. I think Man U's at a spot where they're just dominating on the field, getting wins left and right, and I think Man U is actually going to take this one.
Okay, getting wins left and right.
And we'll be securing first place as well.
Okay. Sure. I think PSG is going to win this one, or at least get a tie out of it. Manchester United, man,
we'll see.
I don't want to
Anything
give
happen
too
in
much
Champions
credit.
League, but I think Man U will take it.
Dortmund versus Lazio. That's another good matchup. Lazio with Immobile with a good team. The young.
We got surprised last time. Lazio ended up beating Dortmund.
Yeah. So that's
I think Dortmund kind of. My bad. Lost my train of thought. Dortmund completely had like a change of scenery, and Haaland is just dominating again and scoring goals again. So they're kind of back to their old selves, and I think they're gonna take this win.
Choo choo, motherfucker. Barcelona versus Ferencváros.
What do you think? Dortmund's gonna take it?
Yeah, Dortmund should be taking that one. Juventus also qualified. Dinamo Kiev. Juventus should be winning, and I mean, it's gonna be closed with Chelsea, Sevilla. And I think that one's just going to be a
This is the fastest group stage ever, man.
Ever. And you know what? I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I am all here for it.
Yeah, I don't mind it, honestly.
One of the teams, and this is what we'll kind of close it with, because, look, NBA trades happen, but it's like, well, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to talk basketball, which is
let us know.
Probably our least knowledgeable out of the 3.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, basketball. There's points. There's alley oops. There's
I'll tell you this. I'm excited for LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo Ball and bringing Michael Jordan out of retirement. It's crazy. We might get a little bit. You know what? We're gonna get into it with Jono Saleh. He's a Clippers fan, so boom, we'll get into it.
We'll get into
NBA. But
Premier
yeah,
League,
so
some sad news in the Premier League, man.
Sad news in the Premier League. We just went over Champions League. One team you didn't hear about in the Champions League is obviously Tottenham Spuds, who played against Chelsea. Very sad news, 0-0. But I know the sad news that you're thinking of.
So I mean, Wolves Arsenal. Wolves ended up winning 2-1 this game. Raul Jimenez actually got carted out. He was unconscious, collided heads with David Luiz. He didn't wake up till he got to the hospital. He had to get surgery.
Yeah,
I believe he actually cracked his cranium. Doctors are saying that he's probably done. It's probably a career-ending injury.
Damn.
Jimenez did send a message saying that he's good. He just can't wait to get back on the pitch, which is the attitude you want to have. But if you're being realistic, when doctors are telling you that you might not get to play again, they usually end up being right.
Yes, I will point to a medical miracle with somebody. Didn't make it to professional, but they said he would never be able to do this again. He still has the bullet in his head to this day.
Cabañas.
But Salvador Cabañas had the bullet in his fucking head.
Yeah.
He made a recovery, not a great recovery, not the best recovery. Hopefully, this is nothing near
skull,
like
man.
that. Yeah, it's a fractured skull. Clashing with David Luiz, who didn't get carted off, who didn't go into concussion protocol. They should both just go to the hospital immediately, man. All the best to Raulito Jimenez.
It sucks as he's on his prime, tearing it up in the Premier League, man. So loved.
Juventus should have just picked him up. None of this would have happened.
Oh man, it's a huge loss for Mexico fans as well, because he is the striker that we're kind of counting on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that really doesn't matter now. I mean, what matters is his health and that he gets better, and hopefully we get to see him play again.
Definitely. And I mean, other than that, Manchester United was back to their winning ways in the Premier League, and still
What a comeback!
they're still in
Matador.
Matador.
El Matador, man. Great pickup for Manchester United. For free transfer. Assisted and scored both goals to win it. Last minute. Against Southampton, a team that Man U is known to struggle with.
Yeah.
We're known to struggle against Southampton, either tying or losing to them. Man U's climbing their way up. They're in 9th place now.
Madre, güey.
1 game behind everyone else on top of them. Literally 3 points away from 3rd place Chelsea.
Yeah,
So,
with such a blow, Wolves at 7th. I don't think they're gonna hold on for that long. Chelsea 3rd, Tottenham, Liverpool 2nd. Again, I don't know how long they're gonna hold up on there. Tottenham 1st, 0-0, boring. Yawnsville,
donuts for them.
Weston did call. We communicated.
Yeah, he did.
Did call a tie. He called a 1-1 tie, but you know what? That was hoping for too many goals, too much action. Lloris did play a great game. Mourinho, tactical masterclass. Obviously, yet again, another game that Mourinho cannot beat Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
That
True. That is true, man.
But yeah, I think
I think that wraps it up for us,
that
man.
does wrap it up.
Mike Tyson got
Mike Tyson tied against Roy Woods Jr. Mike Tyson could have killed Roy Woods Jr. It was sad. It was like jelly pouches just smacking each other for a bit. Do want to shout out Fierce Beats, who does have a sale right now. Check him out at Fierce Beats on Instagram. Cyber Monday sale. I'm pretty sure he's gonna extend it for a little bit. Shield goalkeeping. Hello. You can find them at Soccer Shot. These are so easy too. Like just comfort.
Did the smell ever get to you when you were a goalkeeper?
The smell?
Yeah, like when you took out the gloves.
Bro, you gotta. Well, there's ways. You put little moisture like absorbents. You wash them after a game.
I've never played goalkeeper, man.
You can find clean goalkeeper soccer gloves and new at Soccer Shot at 713 West Broadway Street. And then we also have our friends over at Tacos El Vaquero.
Yeah, Tacos El Vaquero over on 3rd Avenue, right in front of 30 Punk Hills. Go check it out. Probably gonna have to check it out before 10 p.m. since there is a curfew now here in San Diego.
Oh shit, you gotta get home.
I gotta get home.
Dude, definitely gotta get home. Thank you
fine.
guys. Viva Diego Armando Maradona.
Descansa en paz, Dios.
The only time we'll be fine with Argentinians is that man. Shout out, respect. Thank you for everything.
Later, guys.